was asked to explain the newer certificates, so I thought I would do a video for other people to understand too. So, first things first, over here we have Hatsumi's name, but he uses his Budo name, Hisamune. Hise is the kanji made up of kotobuki, which basically means longevity or congratulations. And the second part is mune, which is the so part of soke, which means main point or essence. He used to use Tetsuzan, which means Iron Mountain, but is more of a fighting name, and in his older age, he changed it to Hisamune, so it's more peaceful. Right down here, you have the official Bujinkan Menkyo stamp. This one right here, I'm not absolutely sure what that one is. This one right here is his title as Soke. And this one is newer. I'm not absolutely sure what that one means just yet. This one you may recognize as the listings of the 9 schools. This next section right here is the date, and it can be written several ways. There's the traditional way that we write our dates, but then there's also the Japanese way based on the emperor. The newer emperor took on the meaning or the name Heisei, which means peace. So that means that it basically starts over Heisei 1 if he writes it that way. And sometimes Hatsumi will write the date that the certificate was written, and sometimes he'll pick a date that's close, that is kind of auspicious and special in different ways. But it's generally close. The next section is your rank, right here. And for first and second and third dans, he doesn't use the traditional 1, 2, or 3 because he doesn't want people to change the rank. Changing from 1 to 2 or 3 is quite easy with just a stroke, right? So he uses other versions, alternate versions of 1, 2, and 3, so that it makes it more difficult. But after that, 4th and up is fine. He uses the traditional numbering system there. The next section below the rank, right here, is, if it's a Dan, it says Dan Taru Mono Nari. And if it's a Q, Menkyo, it's Q Taru Mono Nari. Obviously, you can see the stamp right here, and that is just the Bujinkan logo stamp. This section right here says Budo Taijutsu. This one basically just says Bujinkan Dojo. This section is basically just saying this person, or this person here, or referring to. The person's name would usually be written here. Sometimes it's in English, and sometimes it's using Japanese, katakana for foreigners, and kanji or hiragana otherwise. This next one up here is the stamp that Hatsumi Sensei uses only for Dan grades, so it helps to quickly identify between Dan and Q grades whether this is here or not here. Godan has a separate stamp that they use to help keep the register, which is not on this photo shown. The section right here says Menkyo. Sometimes, for myself, I'll write the date here in English. It really depends. Sometimes I get certificates that have been pre-filled for students, and sometimes I get a blank if I request it, and I write their names in myself or add the dates myself. And sometimes I write it in English as well here. And this one, which I've superimposed on the image, it doesn't quite look like that. Too white on the dark background, but it's my personal stamp with my name, so that people know that it came from me. From time to time, Hatsumi likes to change the look of the Menkyo. This is one of the more current ones. That's all. So if it changes, it's not a big deal. He just likes to switch things up from time to time.